Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Turtles Love Pizza. This is the podcast where we go over everything to do with the Turtles, including the comics, the movies, action figures, and all else. This is Steven.
This is Andrew.
What's up, Andrew?
What's up, Steven? Long time no podcast.
I know. So, for all of you guys listening, though, you guys are still getting the regular releases, but we recorded those like 3 months in advance. So, we are ahead of the game. But today, we thought we wanted to do something special because a special movie just came out. Andrew, what movie is that?
It is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah, we just, I personally just couldn't wait another couple months to talk to Andrew about it. So we're going to go ahead and do a special review of the film. But before we get into that, we're going to do something we haven't done in a couple of months. Andrew, what have you bought?
Oh my goodness. I have no idea. I mean, it's been so long and there's been so many things that have come across my
Why don't we do a top 5 favorites?
right off the top of my head, I got Kino, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive with a scooter. Pizza Delivery Boy Kino from NECA that came in. Still waiting on the four brothers for the third movie. We're in their samurai outfits, so that hasn't come in. But according to all the groups, like it'll eventually just magically appear one day. What else do I have? I got the 4-pack Funko Pop, the glow in the dark ones for Mutant Mayhem. I also got the the party bus pack from Target. Of those figures, so I got all four brothers plus Bebop and April in there.
Mm-hmm.
I also picked up a Splinter on the side, so now I have all of them, and then also the baby turtles. And what else have I gotten so far? In non related things, I got the Brooklyn and Brooklyn and Broadway from Gargoyles.
What's that? Oh. Are you sure we didn't go over that?
Nope, I just got those, so.
Okay, cool.
They came in last week for me. What else have I got? I picked up a pair of cartoon foot soldiers from NECA as well.
Nice.
Found that online. I got a Funko Pop of The Last Ronin.
Ooh.
My buddy at my comic book shop hooked me up. He went into the back and found me the most pristine one.
Nice.
Sold that one to me because he's my dude.
That's good.
What else did I get?
Okay.
I got the Blu-ray of the first 3 movies.
Wait, you bought them again?
I got the Blu. I never had the Blu-ray, so.
Oh, okay.
It was on sale on Amazon for $10, so I was like, why not?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get into the actual review of the movie, I would like to go over a couple things because I think what you did was kind of special. Andrew, why don't you tell us really quick how you went into this movie, what you did all day leading up to the film, and break it down for us.
All right, so growing up as a child, I was only privileged enough to go see the movies, but not, participate in any of the fun marketing stuff where they release all those weird foods and things. So I was like, hey, I'm a grown man. I have my own money. I can do this myself. I decided to basically have a turtle fest day of going to see it. So I woke up that morning. I had the Mutant Mayhem cereal. So I started my day off with that. Nice, fun bowl of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a snack, I had the Pitos. It's some chip that they have. I ate the crunchy, fiery curls.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Michelangelo flavor.
Is it delicious?
It was pretty good, actually.
Okay.
And then for lunch, I had the macaroni and cheese, the Mutant Mayhem ones from Walmart.
Okay.
For a snack for dessert after that, I had a pizza gummy. That's also Mutant Mayhem. And then I also had a little cake bite, which is also Mutant Mayhem branded.
Are these all pretty high class, flavoring and everything, pretty good?
About as artificial as you can get.
Okay.
And then finally I had the pizzas, which they also sell at Walmart. I had a Supreme and the mac and cheese one, which were actually surprisingly pretty good.
The pizza too.
pizzas were actually pretty good. I was very surprised.
Is it DiGiorno branded or is it like a
No, they're just
specific brand?
frozen pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're actually pretty good. I was surprised. I was a
Okay.
little skeptical at first, but after eating them, I was like, all right, I see you.
And then, so throughout your movie viewing experience, did you have any problems with your bowels?
No, I was fine. I went to Alamo Draft House, and they had a
Ooh,
certain Ninja Turtle popcorn, which I got.
ooh.
It was not good. By
Oh, but what was it?
I forgot, it was so it was like popcorn with like little pepperonis in it, and then I think like pickle flavoring or something. It was really
Oh,
weird.
oh
Yeah,
my God! Yeah, that sounds terrible, man.
but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it, and it was a mistake. It was a mistake, but I ate some of it, and it was in the spirit of everything.
Yeah.
Also, I think I tore my meniscus during the movie,
Wait, how does that work?
they have like these little tables in front of the chairs.
Uh
So I
huh.
had to like turn to like sit in my chair after I got past the table, and I like turned and my knee popped, and then I was like in really bad pain, and I just fell into my chair and I didn't get up till the end of the movie.
Oh my God. Okay, that
And
sounds
my
like a.
wife were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'll be okay."
Oh, that is hilarious. That is a true Ninja Turtles experience. I cannot even top that. But one thing you forgot is you had a certain frozen treat, didn't you?
That was at the end. So when I got home, limping through the front door, I went and got my Ninja Turtle ice cream bar.
Mm-hmm.
I drove 40 minutes to go find at a snow cone shop
Oh
that
my
I
gosh.
had remembered from years ago that they had like the sticker on the door of like the Ninja Turtle ice cream.
Uh-huh.
So I drove down there just to see if they still had it, and they did. So I packed it in a cooler and I brought it home with me, and I had it after the movie was done.
And then so I have the same one. It's not Mutant Mayhem, but it's Rise of the TMNT. Was it
Yep,
Raph?
it was Raph.
How are the eyeballs? They're gumballs. Were they delicious?
I did not eat them because it was late. I was just, I'm eating the ice cream, and I will toss these rock hard things away.
All right, dude. That sounds like one of the most fun experiences. And for me, it wasn't as epic, but I did take my wife to watch it, and we're gonna get into our review. But I'm trying to remember. I have the same popsicle. I was gonna eat it, and I still haven't. So I'll probably eat it like sometime today.
All right, go eat that thing.
Yeah,
Oh, also,
yeah.
big thing that I also got was I got the what is it? The Lawson Turtles.
What's that?
It's a 4 pack of the brothers from NECA. It's I forgot his first name, but he was one of the guys that drew the Ninja Turtles back in the 80s.
Peter Laird?
No, after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had his own like thing. Anyway, so NECA created these, and they just kind of came out of nowhere. Jim Lawson, that's who it is. Jim Lawson.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
He did his own run with the Turtles, and yeah, they're awesome figures. But my guy at Target was like, "Dude, I can't give these to you until like the actual street date.
Uh
He was
huh.
like, just trust me, come back on this day, and I'll hook you up." So I said, "Okay," because he's like, "I know exactly where they are because I went to go find them." And I had heard, through the grapevine that people were picking them up at my Target,
Uh huh.
and he's like, "No, they're all lying to you. I will not let that happen." So
Uh
I
huh.
said, "Okay." So he's like the gatekeeper. I
Uh
go
huh.
that day, and I was like, "Oh, I guess you don't have anything." He's like, "No, I have everything. What do you want?" And so I gave him a list of everything I wanted. He's like, "I'll be right back." He came, and then he like just armful of just NECA stuff, and he just
Oh
handed
my.
it over to me. He's like, "See, I got you." He's like, "Tell all your buddies, if they want it, just come here and ask me." I said, "Okay." So
Wow, this guy's totally looking out for you. So I don't know, but how did you come about becoming such good friends with him? Have you seen him before?
yeah, yeah. So I talk to him every now and then because he works the toy aisle,
Yeah.
and back I think it was last fall they were doing that. NECA was doing releases with Target,
Hmm.
and I ran to the NECA rep, and he was there too, because he works there.
Hmm.
He and I just started talking about it because he was trying to help the NECA rep out, putting out all the toys. And I was trying to get stuff, and she was being nice and be like, "What do you want?" And she was like helping me out.
Yeah.
He and I got to talking, and so every time I see him when I go to Target, I say what's up, and just kind of chat with him. So yeah, he's a cool dude. He's more into One Piece, so
Okay.
we'll
Okay.
like collide on our collections. So
But that's pretty cool. I think at the end of the day, if you wanted to, you should start a storefront and you team up with that guy, and then you just start selling your material. But like
no,
on
he
eBay for
would probably get fired for that. So
not you
he's
though.
by the book. I don't want anything to happen to him. He's my connect, so I want him to stay there and then gainfully employed.
All right, we won't say any names then, so we'll move on from there. So for everyone that has listened to our podcast, we are now going to our feature presentation. We are reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. But before we begin, Andrew, you know what you got to do, right?
What?
You got to give us a synopsis of the film.
Synopsis of the film. We open up over at TCRI, which is called Techno Cosmic Research Institute, which I had never heard of that before.
Yeah, neither have
I
I.
always heard as TCRI.
Hey, by the way, did you see the Seth Rogen intro? Because I got there right when it ended.
Yeah, I saw it.
So did he say anything like that was noteworthy?
No, not really. Just, a very appreciative guy.
All right, cool. Okay, continue, sir.
Yeah, so they're going after Baxter Stockman because he's already created the ooze, and he's mutated, a few little animals and
Yep.
creatures, and basically the TCRI guys fail, and Superfly like beats everyone up, and but the house explodes.
Yeah.
Doctor Stockman is taken away, all that kind of stuff. We flash forward 15 years later, and we have the turtles. And what are they doing? Let's see. They go on a supply run, right? Yeah, they go on a supply
Yeah.
run for the stuff, and they end up running into April, right? 'Cause-
No, I think that's later.
no, this is what happens then, right?
Well, the supply run is first, and then they run into April after like
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. So
winter.
supply run, they're late getting back home.
Yeah.
Splinter kind of tells their origin story and
Yeah.
chastises them for being late and don't trust humans, which I thought it was hilarious. Like Jackie Chan as Splinter was probably one of the best things in this movie, uh,
Mm.
especially when he's describing the origin story and why he hates humans and stuff.
Yeah.
Like how he had a little bug friend named Kevin, and then he's like, and then I ate him. It's like,
Yeah.
no, don't eat Kevin. Anyway, so they get grounded, and then after they're ungrounded, then that's when they're out and they run into April because Leo has a crush on April.
Yeah.
She gets her scooter stolen. They, kind of run in and save the day.
Yeah.
But then, obviously they get caught by April. So she's like, "What are you guys?" Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so they befriend April, and then they kind of come up with this plan to stop Superfly.
Yeah.
They want to go to high school, and April wants to be wants redemption from being called Puke Girl.
Yeah.
She puked on the morning announcements or something at school.
Yeah, it's like a video. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, so they intercept some technology Superfly is after, and then Superfly is like, "Hey, we're mutants too. We're cousins, right?" So he's like, mutant family. They meet all these other mutants, which I was really surprised that they had so many other mutants.
Yeah, I agree.
But it was kind of cool. And then, but also I forgot to mention, Splinter had warned the turtles, if you get captured by humans, they're gonna milk you, right? And that was this running joke throughout the entire movie was the humans will milk you, and they're like, we don't even have nipples.
Yeah.
But eventually the turtles get caught by TCRI, and then they do get milked.
Yeah.
And then they, sing some BTS, and then April goes and gets Splinter, and he helps to get them out of there. And then they have to stop Superfly from killing all humans and making everything a mutant world. And they win over the other mutants to come to their side, and they team up to stop Superfly. And at the end, TCRI like captures the unmutated Superfly, and the people of New York love the turtles, and they get to go to high school
Yep.
and prom. And April is very clear that she only wants to be just friends with Leo. So yeah, and then mid-credit scene, we find Shredder gets introduced by Cynthia Utrom, with
Yes.
a very like telling name.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about
Okay.
it.
All right. Cool. I mean, there's incidental details in between. All right. So, real quick, let's just give our our opinions on the film before we dive a little deeper. Number one, I'll just say that I really, really enjoyed the film, but upon further pondering and thinking of some of the events that occurred during the film, I have certain qualms, but I overall really enjoyed it. And we will rate all the films in terms of our favorites. I'll just say I really enjoyed it, and it's one of the most fun animated films I've seen this year. Of course, next to Across the Spider Verse. I thought all the voices were great. I thought the music was great, although on a standalone listen, it's not as good as Across the Spider Verse, but that's besides the point. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. What about you?
I really enjoyed it too. I thought it was a lot of fun. It definitely like had like that relationship with the brothers,
Yeah.
like seeing them, hearing them joke, and seeing them like kind of mess around with each other, and it really felt like they had a bond,
Yes, it did.
and it didn't get too angsty, because the Michael Bay ones, they're like super angsty and like just like raged out.
Yeah, I
um,
agree.
but yeah, there's more fun and playfulness to this one,
Hmm.
and yeah, I
More
mean, really,
chemistry.
huh?
More chemistry.
More chemistry. I think they just had a lot more fun just doing this movie, and I really enjoyed how they handled Splinter this time too, because like the Michael Bay Splinter was just like the worst. And then, the original movie Splinter was amazing.
Yes.
Number two, he was pretty good. The third movie, like he was literally half a turtle or half a Splinter.
Yeah.
Right? You never saw his lower half. He just was too jokey. It was really weird.
He was amputated on. That's why he had
Pretty much.
diabetes.
Like,
And
we don't have enough money to like show the bottom half of the
yeah,
guys, do top only. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a fresh take.
definitely.
Um, like my only qualm though is like, for me personally, I like the story of like having that connection to like Japanese culture.
Yep. Yep.
Like because yeah, even in the comics and stuff, like there's the Hamato clan, right?
Hmm.
Whole like lineage that they're a part of, which is not in the case of this, because like Splinter was just a New York City rat in this.
Well, I think we can get into that a little bit because they might have to retcon certain things, but okay. So you just went ahead and spoiled a certain part of it. I said just basic thoughts, but okay.
Well, I mean, we've already reviewed the entire. We did a synopsis of the entire movie. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
there's
That's
really
true.
no more like spoiler warnings anymore. Like, we kind of said everything.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So I'm just gonna piggyback off of you. I really agree with what you said about Splinter. I think I think what might happen though is because what's a city New York City rat doing having an Asian accent? So my thought is they might retcon it saying that he somehow got transported from like Asia to America, and then they somehow make a certain like interaction between Splinter and Shredder.
So
That
kind of like the first movie,
yeah, sort of. But
where like, he was like the pet.
yes, but like at that time, he wasn't cognizant of everything, so it might be revealed that he was that way. He just didn't remember it, kind of thing. That that's a possible way of doing it because if Shredder ends up just being like a mercenary, I don't find that it takes away that personal connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't know if you agree with this, but I'm just gonna say it. I thought there were way too many mutants. That Bebop and Rocksteady, some of my favorite villains, they were kind of sidestepped in
Yeah, I
this.
agree with that. I feel like if you're going to use Bebop and Rocksteady, like you need to have them more prominent.
Yeah,
Leatherhead, Mondo Gecko, like they're kind of ancillary characters. Ray Fillet, like you can get away with using. You could have used like a whole host of like other mutants in their
yeah,
step and like let them get introduced later and like have
hmm
a prominent role. I think it was more so an excuse for Seth Rogen to be what Bebop,
yeah,
and your favorite person in the world, John Cena, be Rocksteady.
yeah. And I'm gonna give Jackie Chan some props here because number one, I do agree with you. I enjoyed his voice work, but one of my favorite parts of the film is when Splinter has to break into TCRI, right?
Yeah,
And when you see the way they choreograph the fight scene, it's
yeah.
straight out of a Jackie Chan movie,
Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And you see the pacing of the action. It's not just the fact that he's fighting really proficiently, because he's not. He's actually stumbling around. He's using every single item that gets in his way.
Yeah, he's fighting like Jackie Chan.
Exactly. And I just thought that was so well choreographed. Okay, a couple of other things I want to say though, and just piggyback wherever you want. But number one, I thought Donatello was amazing. Like I think his name is Micah, whoever his voice was. He was pretty much a standout for me. I think Micah Abbey, and I really enjoyed the Leonardo in this film, and he's played by Nicholas Cantu, or however you say his last name.
Yeah,
But but I did kind of still missed a little bit of the angst from Raphael in this film. He's more of a he's eating too much protein, just like a meathead, kind of just wants to fight.
yeah,
So I did kind of miss that rivalry that they normally have. Maybe they might bring it up in the next film. And we talked about this a little bit before, but I thought Michelangelo wasn't as standout. Although I will give you this, the scene where he's like, "Oh, I'll be Michelangelo," I really like that scene.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like Donatello was a great character. He was definitely like one of the ones I related more to because like I'm like a nerd. I love anime. I love like the whole Attack on Titan reference in order to take down like the giant mutant. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
I disagree. Like I thought Michelangelo was great. Like I really liked Michelangelo. I liked his character. I liked his like kind of longing to be part of the human world kind of thing. Like
that
they gave
yeah
him a nice little arc. I mean, obviously they're trying to let each turtle shine. I do feel like Raphael got a little shortchanged though.
yeah I
Yeah,
agree.
I think in the next movie or in the TV series, they can play up like them joining different cliques and then kind of becoming at odds with each other, kind
Yeah,
of thing. Because like in this movie, like Leo wasn't really recognized as the leader, right, until the very end. They were
what,
kind of, like joking with him about it because he was kind of the stick in the mud, but he didn't really earn that till the end. And like the big conflict with Leo and Raph has always been that Leo is the leader,
yeah,
right? And he doesn't want, and Raph doesn't want to listen. So they're kind of setting that up. I feel like if they had just kind of threw everything in all at once, it would have gotten a little too muddy.
yeah,
And then I really liked April. Like April's
yeah,
character in this one was really good.
yeah,
She just kind of fit in there, joking with them. Even with that Michelangelo, like splitting up his name, and then Leonardo.
yeah.
Watch out for Nardo. He's kind of sensitive. Just
And
fits in with the turtles.
yeah, and she's got some great one-liners too. I just had one in my head, but what I love is just like Donatello. He'll just randomly come in like, "You sound like you got bronchitis." He'll just say like the funniest like stuff on the side randomly, and you have to listen closely, but you'll hear it. He's just. And then there's those scenes when they're all talking on top of each other.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "What are they saying?" Thinking that I would understand it, but like I barely, it's what happens when guys are just excited around each other, right?
Yep.
You're not gonna hear like everyone's whatever everyone's saying. You're gonna lock into like certain conversations, right? So I
Yeah.
thought that was really well done.
I
What
think
is Yeah,
the interaction between Mikey and Mondo Gecko was fun.
I like that. Yeah, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, I got one. What
Oh,
did you think about Splinter's love life?
that was a little awkward, especially at the end where he ends up with Scumbug.
So what is that a character? I don't remember that.
Scumbug's a character.
Okay, do they do they have anything in the past?
What do you mean?
Like a relationship?
No, this is
Okay.
this is purely out of the joke of him eating Kevin.
Okay, and then okay, overall then. Well, what did you think about like the turtles ninja abilities? Like
Uh,
fighting?
the fighting was good. Like
Yeah.
they really were skilled and able to kind of fight and get through. I do feel like it's a little weak that he learned kung fu from watching TV and then taught him to the turtle.
Yeah.
But you know,
And
I mean, because it's just like the Michael Bay one, right? He like found like a martial
a
arts book,
bug.
and then all of a sudden he picked up an Asian accent. So
Well, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense too because I guess the Michael Bay one didn't really have them from Japan either.
yeah,
Huh. So yeah, they didn't even retcon it because they still had Shredder.
yeah,
But maybe that's like one of the other reasons among many that we didn't like that movie either.
yeah. It really just didn't feel connected. Anyways, uh,
Um,
Mutant Mayhem. Yeah, I mean, it was a great movie. I really like the Ray Fillet stuff with Post Malone. That was pretty
who
funny.
who is that?
Post
Like,
Malone?
no. Ray. Oh, is he the? Oh, he's the manta ray that like
Yeah,
raps
yeah,
and sings and stuff. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, I wanted to bring something up now that you brought Michael Bay in.
yep,
The whole milking scene. That
yep,
was part of a Michael Bay Out of the Shadows.
yeah, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Uh huh.
So my wife asked me a really good question, like where are they milking them from?
Well, I guess they're shells because that's what was like attached to the machine.
Yeah, that's true. So overall, like what are some of the things that you would want to see in an upcoming sequel? Like other than the Raph and Leo thing,
I want to
or
see.
what do you even think of the Shredder? Like, do you think they might do what I said, or just go Michael Bay and disregard it?
No, I think they'll make something happen because watching this movie, they really had a respect for everything that came before, and you could tell like there was like a lot of care put into it about making sure that longtime fans felt like they were taken care of, and then new fans got to see some like stuff that's more their age appropriate. So
Yeah,
I think there'll be some sort of connection between Splinter, and Shredder because there always has to be.
yeah,
What I want to see in the future is I want to see Donatello learn to invent stuff because like that was like the missing component, right? Like he wasn't really an inventor. Like you can tell he's smart, he's nerdy,
yeah,
but you don't see that part of him yet. Same thing with Michelangelo being more of a party dude, like
yeah,
kind of a jokester and fun, but like the personalities because this is the beginning, right? This is where they're starting off,
yeah,
where they're actually teenagers voiced by teenagers. So like you get to see them like develop their characters more from this point on.
yeah.
Since they announced like a TV show and they announced that there's gonna be a new movie, so yeah, I'm interested to see like how they like develop these characters more and have the personalities that we're kind of used to from them.
Okay, real quick. I'm going back a little bit, but you mentioned Cynthia Utrom.
Hmm.
Do you think that Krang is on board?
Yeah, she's a Krang.
She's a Krang, right? And on top of that, oh man, I was gonna ask you something, but it slipped my mind. I'll come back to it if I remember it. Do you think Casey Jones will be black?
Why would he be?
No, I'm just wondering.
I don't think so. Like, I don't know why they would suddenly make that happen, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting, like, but my my that wasn't really the question that I was coming to, because now I remember what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, what do you think about them actually going to high school? Because that's a completely different twist. They've never done that.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be fun. I was wondering if they were gonna do like kind of like a mutant land, like they currently have in the comics, where there's like a mutant only kind of area, and then
Yeah.
maybe they're going to high school with other mutants. But I guess they're not. They're going with humans. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what that turns out like.
And I think what you said is really, really good, because if you think about the scheme of things, Superfly's plan is to actually mutate all the animals on the planet, starting with New York City, and get rid of all the humans, which is kind of in line with the IDW run, in the sense that, not that that was the plan to mutate everyone. I don't think, I haven't really gotten that far in the comic run, but basically, yeah, a whole portion of New York City became like mutant town, basically.
Yeah,
So I think that's a really interesting concept. I think it's interesting that they are in high school, because we've never seen it, and I think that I think you're right, because that's probably where Leo and Raph start to have different friends, different opinions. Same with
yeah.
Donatello and Mikey. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for the next next chapter. But is there anything else that stands out in terms of story or character that you want to go ahead and talk about, or you think we hit everything?
I think we hit everything. I mean, yeah. I mean, other than like Superfly was awesome. Like Ice Cube as Superfly was a great pick.
Yeah, I agree.
Only thing I would have maybe changed in terms of casting with Ice Cube was like get like a New York City rapper to be the voice of Superfly. But
Yeah,
in lieu of that, Ice Cube is great. Like, no, there's no disrespect to Ice Cube. Like, he did a phenomenal job
yeah,
as Superfly. But it's like New York. Everything else is,
yeah.
and then you get this West Coast rapper come and be Superfly,
You
which
should have got Ice T, right?
Ice T.
Wait, Ice T's East Coast, isn't he?
I don't remember.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's my bad. Because I only see him on Law and Order SVU.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
Jersey's close enough, I guess. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
but
Like, got Big Punisher or something.
let's be honest, like, the whole vocal cast is impeccable. I think they all did a great job. Like, I never had a single qualm with the voice cast. If anything, I think they're trying to do way too much in an hour 30 minutes. So I wish this film was a little longer.
Yeah.
But overall, when in terms of cartoons, it's perfect pacing. It's just they try to tag on just a little too much. So Andrew, why don't we get down to the ranking of the Ninja Turtle movies now? I want to hear it, and we're including all the live action, all the cartoons. I don't know if you want to put Batman Team TMNT in it, but I have it. So whatever you want to do, let me hear your rankings, especially when it comes to Mutant Mayhem.
All right. Let me think here. All right. In turn, with regards to film, number one is still the 1990s original live action.
Yep.
Cannot be touched. For me, just from a nostalgia point, Secret of the Use still has to be number two.
Whoa.
Okay. Like,
Okay.
even though we rewatched it, it wasn't as great as I thought it was. It's still like just that nostalgia factor, and it's still a fun movie. You
Dude,
know.
it's still really good. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Uh, third place, I would put Mutant Mayhem. I think it was a solid entry into the Ninja Turtle franchise, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm really excited to see where it goes from there. After that, I put Out of the Shadows next.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that one. Out of the
Whoa.
Michael Bay movies, I feel like that was the best one of the Michael Bay movies.
Okay.
Then goes TMNT, that CGI one. I mean, that was okay, but it was kind of boring, in all
Yeah,
honesty, to me.
yeah.
After that goes the first Michael Bay movie, and still in last place, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #3, the worst of the live action ones.
I'm kind of offended, Andrew. You forgot one.
What?
Rise of the TMNT, the movie.
Oh, you want me to add that one? That wasn't even theatrically released, though.
That doesn't matter.
All right, fine. I'll insert that after Mutant Mayhem.
All right. Okay, my turn, real quick. Original, number one, always will be. Number two, I'm actually going to give it to Rise of the TMNT, the movie. And the main reason is I felt like they got every single turtle down to the nitty gritty, and the threat was there. If anything, it might have been a little, what's that, maudlin, with a lot of emotion, with Leo a little bit near the
Yeah.
end, but I still really enjoy that film. Number three is Mayhem. I put it in the top three. Number four is Secret of the Use. And I put it there basically because it's a really great film, but yeah, it's just I don't know. There's certain parts of it that it just doesn't hold up when you compare it to TMNT, the original. But I still really enjoy it. Number five is TMNT, the cartoon, and then I actually have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, and then Out of the Shadows, and then Michael Bay original TMNT. Yeah.
Yeah, you lost me there.
Which one?
#3 is the worst movie.
I don't know, man. That one has a lot of nostalgia for me because
It's
I remember.
but it also was horrible.
Yeah, because we never know what happens to Yoshi. We never know what happens to the mom.
Who cares about that? It was just a horrible movie. The turtles were like barely in it. The best part was Casey Jones babysitting like samurai.
Yeah, and that already elevates it.
That's sad though. That's the best part.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I really like how
Like
they
having
shoot the cannonball and they do the little thing.
yeah, but then they have this weird like ancestor of Casey Jones living back there, and
Yeah.
it was weird. It was just
All right. Well, we each have our opinion, but I will say the last three I just don't enjoy them as much, and those can be interchangeable. I don't care. They're the last three, but for me the top three or four, or no, the top three are pretty much interchangeable too because I really like all three of those. Anyways, I think that's it. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to bring up?
nope. I'm good.
What? Okay, hold on. What about the hip hop soundtrack?
Soundtrack was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. They brought in Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Like,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this film. Everyone should go out, check it out, and it definitely has our endorsements. And oh, freaking a, we didn't do pizza slices. So, how many pizza slices?
I will give this how many we do it out of 5, right?
Yeah, out of 5.
I'll give it a 5.
You'll give it a 5.
I'll give it a 5.
All right, I'll give it a 5. I'm going 4.5, but I'm rounding it up to 5.
Yeah, that's basically my opinion.
Yeah. So yeah, go check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. It's got a great voice cast. It's got fun story, great animation. By the way, yeah, animation style.
Oh, it's great. Like I like the roughness of it. I like that it doesn't look like everything else. It doesn't look like a Pixar movie, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Back to the soundtrack though, like
yeah,
I really love just like all the rap and stuff they put in there. Like
yeah.
I was like, how are they gonna play this? Like when they got to Shimmy Shimmy Yacht with ODB, I was like, how are they gonna play this song in a kids movie? But you obviously censored it. You got Tribe Called Quest, Naughty by Nature. You just so many like really good songs that I grew up listening to.
Yeah, old school.
Lauryn Hill. So yeah,
Did you say Lauryn Hill?
yeah.
What track was that?
Everything is everything. Yeah,
Oh, that's a great song.
But yeah, No Diggity, Blackstreet.
Yeah, dude, that was the best. Okay, so oh man,
And
you're
then
just
throw in a
gonna
little BTS. So
yeah. And then Donnie was like, "You guys don't even know the lyrics."
it's like I want to see BTS IRL.
Did they get any of the lyrics right?
Yeah, they got the
Oh.
lyrics right. They just weren't singing it well.
Oh man, so it's a lot of fun. It's worth a view at the theater. Go to the movie theater, go to your local theater and just enjoy your time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it for now. We'll be back a little later with more TMNT fun. We're going to be finishing up TMNT Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and then we're going to do a intermission into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. So keep tuning in, and we'll catch up with you guys soon. All right. Bye.
See you.